What's up, traders? Welcome back to KJ Trading. Today's video, I'm going to be going over a really good day trading setup that I just found. I've been analyzing it over the past 3 days. I've taken some trades off it. They've been profitable, but it's a it's very accurate almost every single time it works. So with that, let's get into the video. Okay, so I'm going to start it off with the stock that popped up into my scanner this morning around 9:30 when the market opens. With another 3 other stocks. There's 4 stocks in my scanner today. Not all the greatest. As you can see, they all kind of downtrended. And then they're finally starting to pick up some momentum during the day. I don't really like to trade this often, this late into the day. Normally like to stop around 10 to 10:30ish. So you can see this stock wasn't the best for me. But anyway, so let's just go into the trade plan and setup first. This stock doesn't have my 90 EMA on it for some reason. Let's go into a different one then. Sometimes my 90 EMA doesn't. Okay, you can see now it's in here. It's the blue one. So let's just go and zoom in somewhere so I could show you where it did work. So I could just talk about it. Okay, yeah, right here. So I did record this one live actually just a couple minutes ago before I started the video, but you'll see that later in the video. Anyway, so the plan is I have the Bollinger Band, which is gold or yellow. I have a 9 EMA and a 20 EMA, and that's it. And when all these EMAs, you can see they're stretched, kind of means they're too volatile. There's nothing really going on. But once they get really tight and flat together like this, as soon as the next candle breaks over, it breaks out almost every single time. Quick scalp of 20 to 30 cents, depending on how good the stock is. Sometimes more, sometimes dollars. That's it in like basic terms. I'm going to show you how to make it real quick. So if you're on Thinkorswim, this is all it is. You got your, let me move this up. You got your 9 EMA, you got your 21 EMA, and then you got your Bollinger Bands. So I'll give you a second to put this in. You have to edit your Bollinger Bands. So once you put all this in, I'll show you how to edit this. Give you a couple seconds here. Oh my God, look at them going. It's been a great setup if you're still holding. Anyway, so hopefully you've got the 9 EMA and the 21 EMA in there. Oops. Let me zoom back in here. Look at them rocket. Okay. Anyway, so let's go and edit the Bollinger Bands. You only want the mid line, the first one here. Oh, you only want the midline, and I like it. Gold stands out some more. So you only want the midline, so you have to take off the lower band and upper band. So take them off. All you do is click on lower band. These will all be on for you. So you want to just click on every single check mark, make sure they're empty, and then once you're done with that one, go to upper band and do the same thing. Once you're done, you hit OK, and that's it. You hit apply, and you're done. Get rid of this line. So yeah, this is the setup. This is a great setup here. I did record this live. I'll show you in the video. But you know, I saw them consolidating here. I couldn't take the trade because I'm out of buying power for today, but I definitely would have. But yeah, they consolidated all the EMAs and the Bollinger Band started to get really tight together and flat. And once it breaks above, they shoot up. Let's find another one on the stock if that happens. Let's just scroll through here. You could call this one kind of the trade if you did get in right around here. It did fake out, so you probably would have lost money on this unless you got in back right here. But you can see they got flat, really tight together. If you got in here, they rocketed up. How many cents? So just call it 690 to, so it's about 40 cents if you did get in here or here and you held it. Let's go to another one right here. They got really flat. You can see you probably would have missed out on this one because this was before it got flat. But maybe you got in here where it did get flat and you could have made let's say you got in right here. So 695. So that's about 15 cents you could have made there if you scalped them real quick. This one did fake out. So hopefully if you did take a trade or if you were to take it in the future, you get out if it goes under the 3 lines. because then that means it's probably going to pull back like it did there. Let's go even further back to pre-market. Let's find one if it works pre-market. You can see this one into market open. It got really flat and it faked out. So you got to be careful. It doesn't work every time, but it works almost most of the time. You can see they got really flat here, really tight together. It broke it here. I wouldn't take this because it's like the first candle that it started to get flat on. I don't take the trade in the first candle. I wait second to third candle just in case. It might be a fake out or something like it did in this case. And then they broke down below and closed above. So once this candle breaks it, then you can get in and then ride that momentum right up. Again, here, really volatile, but if you were scalping them, you could have made money there. Let's move on to the next stock. Let's go to this one. I'm just clicking them in my scanner here. I gotta zoom into a lot. Okay. Very choppy stock. It's not like this setup doesn't only work um, on the little floats like these under 50 million. It works on like big stocks like Tesla and Apple and that. So I'll show you that later. But you can see they got really flat here, but it didn't do anything really. Okay, here's a good example. They got really flat and then they broke out really quick. So if you waited for this to break above it, you could have taken that trade. They got flat here and faked out, so you probably would have lost money there. This one was really kind of unexpected. Let's keep scrolling through here. My stock is kind of too choppy. I actually don't like this one, so I'm not going to keep showing this one. This one is, again, really choppy. I don't know if I showed this one yet, but I'm going to go through it. Okay. You can see here. Let me zoom out some. You can see here. I think it's the one I was doing in the first place. They got really flat, and then they skyrocketed up about $1.60. If you were to get in here and kind of held through all this chop, and then they would really rock it up. Let's go back again. Any other spots that did that? No. All right, so let's go on to like Tesla. Let's see if Tesla did anything like that. Why am I on a big time frame? There we go. So let's start from market open. First thing first, you want to see if they get flat anywhere. They got flat market open and pre-market right here. Could have taken a trade pre-market. Maybe bought in at like 5 or 7.15. You could have got out at 7.20. If you were doing that. They got flat here, but it was a fake out. I would have taken a trade probably. If I do trade Tesla, I don't really trade Tesla, but it was still the setup, so I probably would have got in here, but lost money on it because it did fake out. This trade, I don't like because this is coming up too much. I want them to all be flat together. I don't like it when this 90 MA is coming up like that. Okay, here's one. They got really flat and they're all kind of going straight. It broke about above it. Could have got in there. And from 7.11 to 7.16, so let's call it $5. It's pretty good. Look for another spot where they got flat. I'm trying to show you every single time so you can see if it works or not. Let's see. Do they get flat anywhere? Okay, here they got flat. You can see they're all getting flat here. It really starts getting flat around this big red candle, but then it came right back up and it broke it. So maybe you could have got in here. Might have gotten stopped out, but then it shot up from 703-ish or 702 to 707. So there's another $5 if you were in a trade. And that's where they are right now. So let's go on to another one. What about Apple? AAPL. Zoom out. Zoom in here. Do they get flat anywhere? They don't get really flat or tight anywhere that I'm really seeing. I don't really see anything on these guys, actually. They're very choppy, though. I do see that. All right, right here. They got really, really tight and flat. So you can see as soon as they broke above it, super tight and flat. Um, Skyrocket. Excuse me. I need some water. Anyway, that's all they did today. They really only had one setup, as you can see here. They did get really flat here, but they didn't really break above it. And then they broke above it here, but the 9 EMA was too low. So that's not good. Here is good because they broke above it and it's all flat right there. Who else? Michael back in time to one I day traded a little while ago. Before I knew the setup. But I want to go back and see. Let's go back 10 days. Hopefully they're in here in 10 days. Yes. So I traded these guys a while ago. Was trading them pre-market, so let's just take a look if they got flat anywhere. They got flat here. This is before I knew the setup. I only started really analyzing the setup and trying to see how often it works starting 3 days ago. But you can see they got flat. They broke above it. Could have got in here. Skyrocketed, let's say. Got in that, call it 22. Could have got it at like $23.50. $3 of profit there. Or wait, did I do my math right? 22. We call it $2. Could have made $2 a share there. They got very, very choppy. They were flat, but too choppy. So that's not a good trade. Here they got really flat, and they broke up from 23 all up to 26. So there's $3. That would have worked really good. They got tight, but they're downtrending. They did get tight, but they never broke above it. So you wouldn't take that trade. They got tight here, tight-ish here. They broke above it for a little bit, and then came back down. So that would be probably a losing trade unless you scalped them and made a couple cents. I'm not seeing anything else here. It's looking like they got tight. Unless you count this. I mean, I guess they kind of got tight here and then they rocketed again. Actually, that's not a bad trade. They did get tight. They were flat, and then they rocketed up. They did get tight here, but they were downtrending. You don't really want to see that if you want to see it uptrending or being flat. And that's when it works almost all the time. And let's see if I can find one more. Here's one of the cases where it skyrocketed up, but it never got tight. Here it did get tight, but didn't really do anything. So you can see it does not work every time. No strategy will work every time. Like I was saying, as soon as it breaks over these flat EMAs, the Bollinger Band and the 2 EMAs, it pops over. Let's watch this really quick. This is a great live example here. Popped right over it. Let's see what happens. Let's just watch it together. You can see it got flat here. There's lots of rips up and down, up and down, up and down, and it faked out. If you're quick enough, you could take your profits, maybe, and then sell as soon as it gets below, so you didn't have to catch all this. But maybe you didn't. Look at that, perfect textbook. Oh my god, that's such a perfect trade. That was what, 30 cents there? Wow. Look at that. Perfect. And this is live. Perfect example. Could have taken your profits up there. They got flat. They broke above. Shot up. Another great example there. And who knows, it could continue. Might continue, you don't know. But yeah, that's the setup. You got the 90 EMA, the 20 EMA, and this Bollinger Band here. And basically, once they start to get flat and it breaks above it, that's when you get in. That's the strategy. If you got in right here at 707, got out, maybe you top ticked it, 23 cents there. 20 cents. That's pretty good. I just came back to Tesla. You can see that all the EMAs and the Bollinger Band is squeezing together right here. Let's see if it works out live. Might be another perfect setup live. It did go below it. So for me to take this trade, I would wait for them to close right here and then wait for the candle to get over and then get in. Maybe you're saying get in now, but let's see what happens here. They might flush, they might consolidate. You want to see consolidation here and then a break. So let's see what happens. I'll stop talking so you can concentrate. Seems like they might pull back. If they do get above where my cursor is here, I would buy. To me, that would look good. But let's see. See if they get up here. Okay, I would buy right now. So me, I would be in this trade. So it's working so far. Let's see if we got a big bar coming. Again, it doesn't work every time. So this will be another live example of it, and we can see how it plays out live. Or live for me. This is obviously a recording for you, but it's kind of live. So you can see it is what 110 right now. That's what 1311 is, right? Yeah, 110. Almost about to be 111. Again, I'm in right here, basically at the top of this red candle. So I'll just keep my cursor there, right there. Let's see what happens. You might want to skip forward in the video because I don't know how long it might take, but you might miss out on it. So it looks like it's working. I'd be up about, well, if I got in right where my cursor is at 702.86, I could have been up like 40 cents. Wouldn't be great with shares, would be good with options. You could have got paid half your delta there, roughly. Lots of topping tails, so they might come back down. Looks like they're coming back down. Sorry for the background noise. Yeah, they're coming down, making new lows, so they might not work. Looks like it's not going to work here. I'm just going to pause it and come back in maybe a couple minutes if it's working or not. So I could show you if it does work or if it fails. Alright, so I'm back on Tesla. They did fall. They brought the EMAs and all the lines down with them. And they're kind of flat here. They're not super flat like I would want. But you can see they're coming right back up above the lines here. So we can still see if this plays out or not. Let's see. We just did a nice red to green move there from that big red candle. Okay, now the lines are consolidating here. So if it does come back down to touch them or anything, I would be getting in again here. Because now you can see they're all back together. Or maybe you got in around here. Let's just say you did. Let's see. Okay. Came back down to touch it. Breaking it. That's alright. You want this candle to close. We want the next one to open here. And then come up a little bit. Then you'd get in. Or I would get in. Wow, look at that gap down close. So it's another failed one, maybe. It is 1 o'clock, so the main momentum is over. And Tesla's been downtrending all day long. If we go into a 5-minute, I could show you that. You can see they've been trading down, or downtrending all day long here. What is this trend line real quick? Nothing really. Anyway, so I tried to get something live. Didn't work out. Kind of failed twice in a row. Unless you did scalp them really quick. If that's your trade plan, I don't know. But you can see, sort of worked, but it didn't. So I was just going through the stocks I day traded a little bit ago again, just to see if the strategy I find out now would work back then. So I was day trading SYPR, whatever date this is, a couple days ago, probably like 7 days ago ish. I don't think I took any pre-market trades, so let's just zoom in here and see. It's too much zoom. So it was Wednesday. It was about a week ago. You can call it 6 days ago. So what we're looking for is all these EMAs to kind of get flat. Here, they did get really tight. You could have entered there. That's not exactly the trade setup, but they did all get pulled up together, and then they shot up a ton. So maybe, I don't know. Here is an example here. I'll zoom in on it. Did get really flat, but they weren't all like going the same direction. This one was coming down. These two were going up. So maybe if they're not all going the same direction, all going up or all going down, maybe you shouldn't take the trade. Because like you see, this one did not work out. It did go from like 525-ish up to 540, so you can call it 15 cents, but did not end up working. So I want to see if I can find one that is straight consolidation. Here's one. They're all flat. It broke out at 504 and it hit a high of, so that one's like 6 cents. That's really bad. Did work-ish, and then it pulled back, so it was one of those stocks back then where it just kept pulling back. Here they got really flat. This one would have actually worked out pretty nicely, especially this candle. If you did get in here because it's above, that would have worked out nicely. Looking for any more tight consolidations. Here you can see again this Bollinger Band coming down, and these two are going up a little bit, and they fake out again. So maybe that's something to note. If you see it, the Bollinger Band coming down, these two going up, it's probably a fake out. Tight consolidation here. This one is coming down, and then they all kind of level out here, and then they shoot up again, and then shoot up again. But so it does work, and then it also doesn't work. Works better on some stocks than others. This was also a really cheap stock, but I'll pause it here. All right, this is gonna be the last stock I'm gonna go through. This is another one I day traded a while ago. I don't know, about 10 days ago, I'd say. So we could see. Let's zoom in here. I just deleted all the lines out because I had a bunch of lines in here. Let's look for anything they get really tight. Here they got. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Let me go way back. So actually, 7 days ago. Oh, 8 days ago, because today's Tuesday. So, right, this is the day I traded them. I'm pretty sure, right? Yes. Okay. You gapped up. I trade the gap up stocks. Okay, let's go right here. Where do they get very, very, very flat? My 90 MA is missing again. I don't know why. Sometimes it comes in on stocks and sometimes it doesn't. Makes no sense to me. Okay, so here, if the 90 MA was here, you would see that they're very tight and consolidated. They broke out. Could have got in 270 and rode this all the way up to, maybe all the way up here if you held it that long. But if you were a breakout trader, you could have made 10 cents there, 20 cents there. Do feel like that's not the day I traded that, but it is. I guess I was trading a really cheap stock. Again, here they consolidated really nicely and they broke out. You zoom in. You see they consolidated. Once they got above it, you buy it. Quick breakout of 4 cents. Stock is very not very liquid. Yeah, again they pulled back. They're still tight. You could have got in again, rolled that up. Let's look for something else really get tight. Here they get tight, they break it, but no follow through. So you probably that would be a losing trade. Anywhere else? Right here. Okay. So they get really tight here and they break it. You could have got in right here at 308 and got out for 6 cents. The stock really doesn't have any price action, but it's still working. See if we can find one more here. And then this one doesn't work out. They're downtrending though, so that was something to note. Doesn't really work on downtrends either. Yeah. Here they got super tight, came above it, and then you shot up 10 cents. But anyway, let's go back to Tesla, see what happened to them. So that did not work. You could see fake out, unless you traded that real quick for maybe 50 cents. That's up to you. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I gave you tons of examples. I have a live example, one that did work. I'll go back into the stock really quick if I could find it. I think it's this one. Yes, it is this stock. They got super tight here. They broke out, shot up real quick, and then they continued and continued all the way up from about $7 all up to $8. So this is like a grade A setup. Perfect setup, honestly. This is one of the best ones I've ever seen doing this setup. Moved an entire $1.20 if you got in right here, or call it $1. So that would have been a great setup. Again, the strategy works for gappers. It works for big stocks like Tesla. Works on SPY. Do your own technical. Oh yeah, I don't know if I ever showed you GameStop. Works on GameStop too. I have no idea if I showed you guys GameStop or not. So I'm actually going to show you right now. Let's find it. Let me get rid of the lines. I was day trading these guys as well. Oh, I have two there. I'll pause it until all these lines are deleted. Okay, I'm back. What the heck? Alright, we're going to GameStop now. So, let's see where they get flat. My 90 MA is again missing. I'm not too sure why it's missing. Here they got flat. They came up. You could have bought this and rode it all the way up from 21 to 30. So that would have been a great trade there. Get really tight. Broke above it. You buy in. Look for another example here. I need to have my 90 MA. I'm not sure why. Like you guys can see it's here, but it's not appearing on some charts. I'm not too sure why. Maybe now it will. Yeah, now it will. That's weird. Where was I? I don't know. Let's just keep going, looking for a flat area here. They got flat here, but they never broke above it, so you wouldn't have taken that trade. They got flat here. Everything's uptrending. They broke above it. So at $125, you could have got in. Sold at 127 or a little bit higher if you wanted. So that's not a bad trade there. Looking for anything else. They got really tight here. Really, really tight. And they broke out quick from like $126.50 all up to $128.20. So basically $3 there. You can see it works almost every time, especially on very liquid stocks. The small cap market has not been liquid lately. Not really a good example. They did get scrunched in, but not tight enough. And then this one, they just all crossed. They didn't really have any flatness to it. But with that, I am going to stop the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is a good setup. I want you guys to go check it out on yourself with your own charts, do your own analysis on this. Leave a comment below if this does help you at all. I want to know. It has proven to me that it has great opportunity. I've taken a couple trades and it has worked so far. I did have one losing trade, but I had 3 winning trades. And that was all I could do today. But with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment. And that's all for today. Thank you for watching.